Everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, it will be a versus video with the Adidas AE1 mids versus the Adidas AE1 lows. So without further ado, let's take a look at both of these shoes. All right, so as always, starting things off with the traction. As you can see right here, you're getting the exact same traction pattern on the lows as you are with the mids. It is a full-length, large herringbone traction pattern. Now on clean floors, this traction pattern is elite. You're not gonna have any issues on forward motion, lateral motions. You're gonna be good to go. You get a nice loud squeak with both of these. Now on dirty floors, they do collect a little bit of dust where you will have to wipe from time to time, in my opinion, but it's really nothing crazy. So a quick wipe and you will be good to go. As far as outdoor use goes, this blade pattern is pretty shallow and it is pretty soft as well. So I don't think I would be taking these outdoors. But as far as indoors go, they are absolutely elite in my opinion. And that's why both of them are gonna be a tie. Really no issues with the lows or mids. Sound off in the comments what you guys think of the traction if you've played in either of these or both. But as far as I'm concerned, you're getting the exact same setup on the lows as you are the mids. Now somewhere that this shoe does differ is the cushioning. With the mid tops, you are getting Jet Boost from the heel all the way to the toe. Now Jet Boost is a lot of those tiny little boost balls. It is them being smaller and more compact within this midsole. It offers a very springy feeling underfoot, but it also adds some weight to the shoe. Now with the low tops, you are getting light boost pods in the heel and the forefoot, also with light strike as well right here. And the heel is actually exposed. It offers some nice compression, and I just feel like this is a lighter setup underfoot. It's still very plush from heel to the toe as far as the transition goes. A ton of impact protection on the low tops, but for me, if I had to choose one over the other, I would actually say that I do like the mid tops just a little bit better. Me being about 6'2", 6'2.5", and 215 pounds, I just feel like this shoe right here does play into my style just a little bit more, but I know a ton of people are really enjoying the low top. So again, it's no slouch with that lighter boost material here and the light strike. I know a ton of people have been enjoying these, but just for me and my play style, even though it adds weight to the shoe, I do prefer the Jet Boost in the mid tops. And again, the heel to toe transition on both of these is more or less the same. I would actually give the slight edge to this one right here, having that exposed portion of the boost at the heel. But overall, you're getting more or less the exact same setup on both of these shoes. As far as the fit goes, again, that's where I kind of goofed up on the low tops. I went in store, I tried the 10.5 on. I felt like they fit a little bit more snug than these, so I upped my size to a size 11. Now, after this shoe broke in, I was getting some heel slip and I did have a little bit of extra room in the forefoot. So that is one thing to note. But overall, this was a very nice fitting shoe. I just felt like the mids were a little bit more secure with that ankle collar wrapping up. I know it doesn't add ankle support, but just the fact that I could lace them up a little higher and really crank those laces down, I did like the fit on this model just a little bit more. The tongue also has bungees right here on either side, so the tongue does not twist or turn at all on you, whereas the low tops don't have those bungees. It can kind of get twisted up on your foot while you're playing in them. One thing I do like about the low tops more though is it doesn't have this kind of X right here, the way it laces up and kind of goes across here as well. So I do like that setup just a little bit more on the low tops, because I know a ton of people were getting pressure points at the bottom of this shoe right here. But overall, you're getting more or less the exact same setup. But for me and my play style, I just enjoyed the mid tops just a little bit better as far as the fit goes. As far as the materials go, you are getting the exact same thing. Now obviously on the mid tops right here, you do kind of have this shine or sheen on the collar or the side panel right here on both sides, but it is the exact same material. It is kind of a rubberized material right here. You also have this kind of Cordura mesh on the upper, and it's the exact same on the low tops. It's just chopped off a little bit, but the overall material is the exact same. And both of them do have that 3M toe panel as well. So when that does catch light, it offers a nice kind of bright flash on the shoe. But overall, the materials are nothing special. I would grade them around an 8 out of 10, but you're getting the exact same setup on both shoes, and both of these shoes are very affordable. 110 USD, 120 with these guys. So Adidas has done a fantastic job of offering you a very nice setup with the cushioning and traction. Again, the materials aren't anything special, but they sure look amazing on foot. As far as the weight goes on both of these models, again, I got the lows in an 11, the mids in a 10.5. The mids come in at 19.15 ounces. The lows come in at 17.65. I don't know why in my other video they registered at around 15.5. I did feel like they were still pretty heavy. So both of these shoes are very heavy, all things considered. Yep, 17.65 ounces on the low tops as far as the weight goes. As far as the support goes, you're getting the exact same setup on both shoes. You have an internal and external heel counter here at the back of the AE1 mids, the same on the lows. You do have this rubberized wing right here, which offers some lateral support and containment on those hard lateral cuts. Moving your way to the bottom of the shoe, you do have a wide and stable base, and both shoes have that X plate right here, and it offers as a nice springboard effect, but it offers great torsional rigidity as well. You do have a slight outrigger right here to prevent your foot from teetering over on those hard lateral cuts. So all things considered, both of these shoes are very supportive underfoot. For me, the mid tops just feel a little bit more secure around the ankle collar. Again, the height of a basketball shoe does not add any ankle support, but just for me, it feels a little bit more secure on foot in the mid tops, but the low tops are no slouch. I would actually have to say it's a tie as far as the support goes. Whether you go with the mid tops or low tops, you're not going to have any issues at all. Positions 1 through 5, you'll be good to go. Another thing to do with both of these models is at the back of the mid tops, you do have Achilles pillows inside the shoe, but it's very thin around the ankle collar. On the low tops, the ankle collar is super padded. It just has a ton of padding wrapping around the shoe. So that is one thing I wanted to mention. You get a lot more padding with the shoe where it might kind of push your foot forward. That was the kind of issue that I was having. I thought I had to go up to a size 11, but after these broke in and that padding kind of wore down and packed down, I really wish I stuck with my true to size 10.5, but overall the fit is nice on both of these shoes. And then last but not least, the aesthetics of both of these shoes, whether you go with the mids or the lows, they look amazing. I really love that honeycomb pattern, the faux carbon fiber shank plate at the back of the shoe. Obviously, I added these neon laces, what he was wearing on court, but the overall aesthetics and performance for the price point that you're getting them for, $110 for the low, $120 for the mid, Adidas is doing some crazy things as far as the overall tech package. Obviously, the traction pattern is superb. You get full-length jet boost on this one, light boost with light strike on this guy right here. The overall aesthetics, the fit and support are all superb. Bunched in at that price point they have them at, you can't go wrong. These are notes that Nike could take, which I doubt they will, but Adidas is just killing it as far as the performance goes on the Anthony Edwards series and the James Harden Volume 8 currently right now. They're killing it as far as the aesthetics, performance, and price. Adidas is at the top of the heap as far as that goes. So sound off in the comments what you guys think of both of these models, what you prefer as far as the performance goes. For me, again, I slightly prefer the mid tops, but the low tops are definitely no slouch on court. So that's gonna do it for today's performance review versus video on the low tops versus the mids. Sound off in the comments what you guys prefer and the overall aesthetics, what you guys prefer as well. As always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would definitely help the channel a ton. I am closing in on 10K followers. I'm hoping to get there by October, maybe November. My Instagram is a lot more as far as the follower count goes, but YouTube is an absolute grind as far as building your follower count. So I'm hoping to get to 10K before the end of the year for sure. So if you guys could give a subscribe, a like, a comment, everything helps and goes a long way. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.